Nature. We enjoy it, we are amazed by it, we exploit it. But do we know the impact we cause? Let's understand together. The time is now. Learning about the weather, its processes, cycles, and systems help us understand better the impact we have on it. Let's start by understanding what anthropogenic climate change is. What is climate change? According to the IPCC, climate change is a change in the state of the climate that can be identified using statistical tests by changes in the mean or variability of its properties and that persist for extended periods of time, typically decades or longer. Climate change can be caused by natural internal processes like the Earth's orbital changes to the sun, volcanic eruptions, the oceans, the variations of solar radiation, or by external pressures such as the persistent anthropogenic changes in the atmospheric composition or land use. Anthropogenic means that relates to or is caused by human beings, in which, in particular, has effects on nature. To understand more about climate, we need to understand the natural cycle of the climate. There are 5 elements of the Earth. The climate system is considered to be made by these 5 elements. First, the atmosphere, the gaseous layer that envelops the Earth, the hydrosphere, the fresh and salt water in liquid state, Cryosphere, the water in solid state, the lithosphere, the soil, Biosphere, all the living things that live on the Earth. Climate, then, is a consequence of the balance produced by the interaction between these 5 components. The atmosphere is one of the most affected elements by anthropogenic actions. An important effect that occurs naturally in the atmosphere is the greenhouse effect. It is when greenhouse gases, or GHG, trap the sun's rays in the atmosphere necessary to have an average temperature on the planet that make it suitable for life. Without this natural effect, there could be no life on the planet because the temperature will be too low. However, there is a concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere due to anthropogenic actions, such as the burning of fossil fuels, gasoline, gas, and others for energy, deforestation, agriculture, land use and land changes, industrial processes like the production of cement, iron, steel, etc., waste production and management, single-use plastics, textile production, food waste, and others. All these actions increase the amount of GHG in the atmosphere, and as a consequence, the temperature of the planet increases, leading to global warming and climate change. Global warming and its consequences depend entirely on the emissions of greenhouse gases. Science has said it for decades now. Human actions had undoubtedly increased greenhouse gases emissions and thus global warming, creating what is known as anthropogenic climate change. No doubt about the impact of humans on nature. Climate is changing. Why aren't we?